Hello everyone and welcome back to the Solaris channel, your #1 source for anime figure reviews and news. Today we'll be checking out 3 Dragon Ball Z figures from Bandai Spirit's GxMateria line. Goku Black, Kuririn, and Son Gohan. These 3 may be prize figures, but don't underestimate them, they pack quite a punch. Bandai Spirit's GxMateria line is well known for its high-quality Dragon Ball Z prize figures, although it has a few one-piece figures as well. The line's success is mainly thanks to the amazing prototypes of the sculptor Varrock. Just look at all these comments about him on social media! In fact, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball figures, it's likely you've already seen some of his work pop up on your feed. So let's see if these 3 figures live up to the hype! Starting off with Goku Black in his powerful Super Saiyan Rosé form, Varrock does not disappoint with this battle pose full of movement. Goku Black is in the middle of swinging his scythe as if about to open a rift in reality itself. Varrock's sculpting style, in particular on this figure, is rough, with a lot of sharp cuts and cross-hatching that perfectly match Goku Black's aggressive character. In contrast, his weapon, the Sickle of Sorrow, is cast in a glittering pink plastic, which, to be honest, feels a little bit Barbie. It's pretty funny considering Goku Black's personality. But hey, it was probably really difficult for Bandai to recreate the effects of his power from the anime. The figure comes to a height of 17 centimeters or 6.63 inches, which is quite tall for a prize. This also makes it the tallest of our 3 figures. But it's not a fair comparison because all that pink hair gave Goku Black a bit of extra height. On the topic of his hair, they captured the color just right, and the hair sculpt is so clean with a lot of detail. This same level of detail continues down to his clothing. As you can see, all of the folds in the fabric flow smoothly to recreate the effective movement. Plus, they made sure to include his ring and earring. When they're done well, these kinds of little details are so nice to see on a prize figure. And just take a look at that expression, the figure's malicious grin could be straight out of the anime. The quality control on prize figures can vary, but ours came exactly as intended. For a prize figure, this Goku Black is almost as good as it gets, so we have to give it a rating of 6.5 out of 7 Dragon Balls. But can it get any better than this? Let's find out! Up next we have the man who rocked being bald way before Saitama, the super sidekick Kuririn. This Kuririn prize figure was just released in March of 2022. Kuririn doesn't have many prize figures and certainly none with a pose as dynamic as this one. Since it just came out, this prize figure will be pretty easy to get your hands on. And of course we do sell it right here at Solaris Japan. Just follow the link in the description. He is caught in mid-leap just after launching his final Kienzen towards Frieza, in one of the most intense moments from the anime and manga. Varrock nails it once again with this sculpt. As you can see, one of the strong points of his sculptures and of the whole GxMateria line is how dynamic these poses are and how faithful they are to the source material. Kuririn's armor is perfectly accurate to the anime as well, and the most important detail to note are the places where his armor has been pierced through by Frieza. One thing that makes this figure stand out from the rest is the fact that the Kienzan effect piece comes entirely separate, so you can put it wherever you'd like, or even display Kuririn without it entirely, if you find that it takes too much room. The main flaw, if you can call it that, is the fact that this figure is a bit small, coming to a height of 11 centimeters or 4.29 inches. It's the smallest of the 3. But then again, Kuririn himself isn't exactly the tallest. Honestly, we really love both Kuririn's pose in this figure and his expression, so we're giving this figure 6 out of 7 Dragon Balls. Where's the missing one, you ask? Well, take a look at his head. Doesn't it remind you of something? And we're finishing off strong with one of the coolest characters from the DBZ universe, if not the coolest. Okay, except Trunks, his design was super cool too. We have Son Gohan in his SS2 form. And once again, this figure shows a classic scene from the anime right when Son Gohan is in the middle of launching his final Kamehameha against Cell. Just by looking at this figure, we can really feel the wave of ki emanating from his power orb with those blue light rays coming out of it. And look at his face, we can practically hear him shouting as he launches his attack. Another great point is his hair, of course incredibly important when it comes to DBZ power-ups. Not only is the sculpt on this one pretty much perfect, but they even added an extra shiny effect. When it comes to the paint, on this figure there are a few details present that weren't on the others, in particular the shading and highlights on his uniform. This figure is 12 centimeters high or 4.68 inches, which puts it right in the middle of our 3 figures, which is accurate if you think about the relative heights of the 3 characters. Honestly, this SS2 Son Gohan is incredible for a prize figure that you could win at arcades, so we're going to give it 6.5 Dragon Balls out of 7. Only a bit off because it would have been more accurate if they'd included the blood on his arm and forehead, the way the battle was drawn in the manga. Then it would have been just perfect. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. We have to say that this GxMateria line certainly lives up to its reputation. What did you guys think? And don't forget to subscribe for more anime figure content just like this. Plus, if you couldn't get enough of anime figures today, be sure to check out our amazing Instagram and our TikTok linked right here. See you next time!